Alright, in case anybody's curious, I have no clue what the gameplay is, but apparently it's a roguelike, and it's free with PS Plus right now, so yeah, I already looked at the options. There's like no, you know what I mean, like I just turned subtitles on, like audio, that's just, you know, there's no, so, I can't remember, this might have been this one game that I saw a video on back when it came out. People were talking about it, but it could be not. I'm not sure, because all I did was look at the page for the game in the PSN store. So, yeah, and the screenshots, it looks like I saw it before, but it's supposed to be a roguelike, first-person shooter with loot, so it might be kind of crazy, or it might suck, and I might turn it off within 5 minutes, but we'll give it a fair, you know what I mean? Give it a fair shot, because I looked at the free PS Plus games this month, and this is really the only one that's relevant, and seemed like it might be worth trying, but yeah. But if it's shitty, I'll probably hop right on to Final Fantasy Online, so. Alrighty. Playlists. Oh yeah, I guess for some reason you're the one person in the history of the universe that clicked on this to see the actual review of the game. You can probably skip ahead to when I'm actually playing, because whenever I start a stream, I have to like put the thumbnail up and put the video into a playlist and stuff. So, alright, gotta create a new one for this though, so. Alrighty, done and save. We're hitting quit. But yeah, it's supposed to be a roguelike, but these days, suckers will call anything roguelike because it kind of bandwagons onto Dark Souls and Diablo and stuff like that. People be like, oh, roguelike, but it's not, you know. Like, suckers call a game roguelike just because it's like, oh, if you die, you go back to the beginning, or if you die, you lose gold or whatever, like, whatever. Just like that. What was that one game? Oh yeah, Hades. I was actually gonna buy that game, but, I mean, I found out that it was like really, really short, even if you're not that good at the game, so. But yeah, it seems like that should be, something that'll probably be like either free with PS Plus or on PS Now, so. And currently right now I actually have both, because I bought PS Now in July because I didn't want to buy PS Plus anymore because there were no games I wanted to play with it, but then I decided to get Vanguard, which I don't know if that I mean, technically now I'm playing this because of that too, so alright. Yeah, I gotta get the, I guess I could click new game, campaign, survival, campaign plus, permadeath, okay. For 10 or fewer clones. Okay, well, I'm not ready to start, but I might as well just click it now.
Prepares you for deep space. The vastness,
you know what I mean?
of it all.
So.
Some say it makes them feel
But yeah, I hope
small,
it's not like some goofy
insignificant.
wannabe Portal game or something, you know what I
say for
mean?
sure.
Because I never liked Portal. I never even actually played it,
helped
but
make this ship. The persistence.
not my type of
She
game, you
feels
know what I
like
mean?
mine.
Like I've said
All
before,
that
if I want to solve puzzles,
How could anyone feel
I'll play
insignificant next
chess.
to that
You know what I mean?
possibility?
There's no reason to play a video game to solve puzzles. I don't know if you can skip this, by the way, but I gotta
have
like
one
get
hope to
everything
save her.
open
To
first.
save myself. I have to make a person.
Alright.
Shape flesh from their genetic pattern.
But yeah, from what I saw, it looks like it's gonna be like small corridors and
If anyone is going to escape
shooting,
the
but
persistence alive, it is
at this
going to
point
depend on this
in
person I am bringing
video game
back to
history,
life.
who knows? Because we got
Going to
freaking
depend on you.
the GTA trilogy
On
where
you
they
never giving up.
conveniently only showed like some very
we
small
have
bits
to
and
keep
pieces, and
going.
then it looks like
It's time
absolute
to
trash.
go.
Like, how do you screw that up? You know what I mean? Like, you got PS5, Xbox One, and how crazy PCs are these days, and you can't have a game that, you know.
Did something happen?
Halo clone already? Well,
This
alright.
body feels like it was
You
just
can't have a game that works.
Zimri.
Alright, I X'd out of this, and it's not counting.
Your new muscles are going to be
Alrighty.
stiff,
Oops.
so
Put
make
that
sure
off.
you look around. Move your head about, please.
Alrighty. Yeah, this is... Why the game was, like... This is 2021. People know, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a brand new gamer,
Show you something.
you're not going to be jumping into whatever this game is. You know what I mean? You're going to be doing something a little more casual. Not that... I wasn't listening, so I don't know... Hold up. Let me just see... Assist mode? What is this? It's designed to be a difficult game. I want you to die over and over. Unlimited teleporting and weaker enemies. So you're telling me, I hope that doesn't activate it. No. Oh, almost fucking accidentally. It was fucking lagging. No, I do not want to activate it. I just wanted to see what it was. Comfort options. Damage shake. Let's turn that off. I do not need my screen shaking. Like, I don't understand why, like, screen shake isn't default off on, you know what I mean? Alright, so none of the buttons... Ooh, what the hell was that? Okay, so LB or L1, as it is on PlayStation, brings up your objectives. Alright. I really hope there's not, like, puzzles, because I'm going to turn the game off right away. Because that's not what a roguelike is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about challenging combat. Yeah, there's not... It's like, I'm already bored because I don't know what to do. Like, why isn't that marked? Like, roguelikes are supposed to basically be 100% combat. You know what I mean? There's supposed to be, like, basically zero downtime and no puzzles or anything.
Listen, the deck portal is out. I need you to recover a data module from the storm. I'll unlock the door for you.
Alright. I'm clicking, oops, that's crouch, but it doesn't seem like there's a sprint, so at least not yet.
There's a microporter in your suit to cross this barricade. Why is the storm?
Excellent.
One step at a time.
Hello? I was pushing exit. I don't know.
I'm unlocking the
I don't know, who cares?
Brace yourself. That's me. It looks like it.
The controls are really shitty, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's dead.
I keep wasting that, I guess, because...
Please, pick up that harvester. Now use that harvester on your old body. We need...
It's like a clone of that fucking Zombie U game. That game was actually not that bad. It was just pretty, you know what I mean? Primitive and kind of clunky.
It's just you and me, I'm afraid.
But, I mean, it was... They ported it to other consoles, but it was meant to be like a gimmicky Wii U release game, you know what I mean? So, you gotta kind of give it a...
That's the data module we need.
Okay, so he automatically picks the stuff up, I guess.
Put that into the deck portal in the other room, please.
Right onto the deck. Huh? If the game isn't gonna mark objectives, I'm not gonna want to play. I hate games that don't, you know what I mean? Like, port order on, like... Where, the yellow thing? I'm about ready to quit the game, by the way. In case anybody's curious, this is fucking awful. Takes forever for the doors to open. Can't sprint.
The deck portal is
I mean, you
right
can
next
teleport,
to the
but...
printer.
Alright.
I'm powering up the portal now.
So it's kind of awkward because I feel like it does stuff automatically, and I keep pushing X to accept
When
when...
we misjumped, it fried a lot of key systems. The clone printer...
I hope there's actual shooting in the game, and it's not like some stupid puzzle crap, because I'm instantly going to turn the game off if that's what it is. Because we don't have a gun.
I need you to be strong, Zimri.
We have whatever this thing in our hand is, I don't know. But it certainly is not a gun. Well, we got a trophy, I guess, to prove that we play.
When you're ready.
I really hope there's actual combat in the game and it's not a stealth game, because I will be bored instantly.
Carefully from behind. Crouch if you have to.
Crouch if you have to. I hope this isn't the game where you gotta like sneak up behind every enemy and do this. You know what I mean? Because this will be awful gameplay.
The console should open that door.
I hope it's mostly shooting. Like, if not, it does automatically activate the stuff. That's kind of a nice thing, though.
Yes, but it only lasts a moment. You'll have to time your parry carefully.
Huh? Oh, well, the button for it didn't come up until after he already hit me. This combat is awful. There's supposed to be shooting in the game. I'm done. This is boring. Don't play this game. It's a waste of your time. You saw how slow and clunky that was? It's supposed to be a shooter, but it's not, so I'm done with this garbage. This is awful. Like, view product. Action, horror, unique, first-person shooter. Why is it melee? Like, why can't games just stop lying? Like, these developers are, like... Oh, like... Okay, I exited out the game, I guess.
Watch yourself. There's one of them ahead. I see it. You need to...
Yeah, I hate... Because combat games like this is... I mean, melee games like this is always ridiculously clunky. Like that... What was that one game I was trying?
Understood.
Because there was a second one that came out, too. But it was the Surge. Yeah, Surge 1 and 2. That game was free on PS Now, but that game was awful. Like, the combat in that game was ridiculously clunky. Like, whoever made that game, you should be embarrassed. But yeah, this...
Another one. Is there a shield in the suit? Yes, but it only lasts a moment. You'll have to time your parry carefully. That's it. Now you just have to time your attack.
Bro, this combat is... Look at this! Look how awful this combat is. Look how many hits it takes. Look how tedious this garbage is.
You did it. I knew you were up to this, Zimri.
Can we get an actual gun and actually play the game?
Don't be afraid to use stealth.
Or is that
You
not...
can't fight them all, you know.
Because I would like to actually play the game after it, you know, has claimed directly on the game thing that is in the PSN store that it's a shooter. And we haven't gotten a gun yet.
Okay, what's the priority? Iris is on this deck. You could head over to her and get the jump vectors calculated. Understood.
But yeah, whoever made this game, I'm sorry, but you didn't, like, you needed to put more effort in, because this is... I like the whole, it automatically activates and picks stuff up thing. That's, like, something developers could learn from. But this combat is very poorly made. I'll be completely honest. And since you're all, like, okay, random explosion. Since you're not telling me where to go, I'm already bored. Like, you need to mark at least the end point. I don't know what is this? Is that scanning for enemies? When do we actually get to play the game? Like, this tutorial section is way too long for a roguelike. Like, roguelike should only have, like, one enemy for the tutorial. You know what I mean? Like, here's how you know what I mean? Like, you push this button to attack, you push this button to block. Boom, go play the game. You know what I mean? But I don't know where to go, so like games like this instantly will give me a headache if they don't tell me where to go. So I'm probably gonna get off this garbage here pretty soon, because game developers need to learn that if you're going to make a roguelike, the challenging part of the game should not be finding out where to go. The challenging part should be the combat, because all this does is artificially extend the length of the game so people think it's harder than it really is. It's like, oh, it took forever to beat this game. Meanwhile, 90% of the game is not combat.
What should I look for? Any powered system could blow up under the wrong conditions.
You know what I mean? No indication about which one of these I should go to.
Seems safe here. There's plenty of medical supplies too.
So far, it seems like there's no incentive to look for loot either, just so you guys are aware. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be a horror game too, according to, but these days, well, I can't even say these days, but most of the horror genre in games and movies, the quote horror is based around jump scares, which isn't actual horror or actually scary. Like, getting startled isn't actually being scared. There's a big difference. You know what I mean? But the auto open, that's kind of a nice feature. But other than that, the game, you know, I don't know where to go, so, you know what I mean? This is already making me extremely bored. Like, very, very poor first impression for your game. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna make it this slow paced and boring, you gotta at least, you know, have real loot instead of whatever this other garbage is. You know what I mean?
Picking up some slow movement near you. Could be listeners.
What's the profile?
Top of the head hasn't moved.
Okay, well, I don't, like, how am I supposed to know if that guy's face... I couldn't even... Okay, I was holding the shield.
Something we have in common.
And the game didn't even act... Okay, I guess the game's hit detection is very poor. I was holding the shield button and I still got hit to the shield. I guess...
They got your host body, that's all. I printed
Yeah, this is extremely boring because it's supposed to be a shooter and I don't even have a gun yet.
But I'm sorry. You have to go out again. I'm counting on you, Zimri. I know you can do this. This door
Hello?
leads to the flight deck.
But can you open it?
Maybe. But I don't want to...
If I have to do this beginning stuff again, I'm turning the game off because if you're not going to give me a gun right away, then just fuck off because I'm not going to deal with this clunky melee combat.
Here, you can use the stem cells you've harvested to enhance your clones.
Health, stealth, melee damage. Oh, you're gonna... That's way too much.
Porter to deck 1.
Okay, you just go into that. But yeah, this is extremely terrible. Like, I highly recommend not playing this
You
game.
can find some additional deck modules.
Very clunky, and it doesn't even start you out with an actual gun, even though it's supposed to be a shooter.
The macro structure configurator has been on the
You know what I mean?
You can use any Erebus tokens you find to unlock and upgrade
Like, this is
weapons
basically
and
just a
cyber
very poor clone of Hades. That's kind of funny that I was just talking about that.
Or an effect of the black hole, but it keeps shuffling the deck models.
Alright, I guess my character's now learning.
There's an armory fabricator here if you want some extra firepower.
Okay, so you can kind of stun lock. I wanted to test that. You can stun lock those ones. Apparently. But yeah, if the game doesn't give me a gun here soon, I'm probably gonna get off the game. Because it touted itself as a shooter, and I don't even have a gun yet. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna refer to your game as a shooter, I shouldn't be starting with a melee weapon. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to make a first-person Dark Souls, don't label it as a shooter. It's pretty obvious. But it's basically just a first-person clone of Hades, except way slower pace and clunky. Yeah, so basically, you can just stun lock those ones after their first attack. But we still don't have a gun. Like, do these even drop loot? Like, do these developers not understand how games are supposed to work? Like, that should be dropping, like, even if it doesn't drop a gun, it should be dropping ammo for the future or something. Oh, okay. This is fucking boring. Jesus Christ, the developer should hang themselves. This is awful gameplay. Random explosion? Explosive panel? The game never explained that. I didn't know, how was I supposed to know that damaged me? But yeah, this game, like, the problem with games like this is they're so clunky and slow paced that people like me don't want to play it because it's really boring because it's so slow. We, you know what I mean? We like fast-paced games. That's why Neo 2 was like perfect. I'm not saying Neo 2 was like some insane breakneck speed game, but you know, it was way quicker than Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Even though, like, people slurp Bloodborne and be like, oh yeah, it's super quick. The explosive panel thing is going to make me quit the game because there's no indication of it. Like, there's the electric stuff on the ground, but there's no, you know what I mean? Like, is it this one, or what? Yeah, see, you need better indication of that. But what's the point of the stealth if they're going to be facing me as soon as I walk in anyway? Oh, he has a gun, but you haven't given my character a gun yet, though, so what am I supposed to... Just clueless developers. Like, you can't stealth there because the enemy's already looking at you, so you can't stealth it. So I don't know what these developers were thinking, but they definitely don't understand. Like, there's no reason to go for melee damage because we should be, you know, having a fucking weapon. No indicator of what, oh, I guess it's ridiculously small text that I have to lean forward to fucking read.
Defense next time.
Thanks. Good to know.
But yeah, this is a terrible game. Like, I guess if you like really slow pace roguelike games, it's fine. But I like my roguelikes actually quick, you know what I mean? That's why Diablo 2 I actually enjoyed. I mean, once again, like, I'm not saying Diablo 2 was like some crazy, super fast pace, you know what I mean, game, but it's fast enough where, you know. But yeah, how are you gonna make me kill an enemy that has a gun when I don't... I guess, are we supposed to have a gun already? And the game just like glitched out, or what? Or maybe we're supposed to not go this direction, but there's no indicator, so how am I supposed to, you know what I mean? Or are we supposed to pick a gun up from somewhere else, or what? Why is this not opening?
It's pitch black here. Try it.
Oh, only took 20 minutes to get a... I really hope it's not like one bullet, really now. Yeah, I'm not gonna want to play this game, pimp. One bullet. Like, I get it. It should be one bullet, one kill. You hit him in the head. Okay, I don't give a fuck about the map, because I'm only gonna play this game for a couple more seconds. Like, dead bodies and no loot. Like, they need to up the loot. Is there any way to... Whatever. You can't ADS, so... I guess I don't... Unless it's some weird fucking button combo. Yeah, this is supposed to be... Like, they need to stop with the random, you know what I mean? Just the random damage out of nowhere, because that's... Oh, what the fuck? That didn't even kill him? Yeah, I'm done. I hit him right in the head, and if you're only gonna give me one bullet, I mean, just forget it, I'm not gonna play a game. Like, if you're gonna give me one bullet, shoot him in the head should be a one-hit kill, you know? But yeah, this game's awful. There's no reason, like, unless you like really slow-paced roguelike games, this game isn't for you, and because it's certainly not for me. It's way too slow. Because it said shooter, so I figured, oh, okay. And it's supposed to be, quote, a horror game, but the graphics are really shitty, and enemies are just like basic zombies that can like shoot guns, I guess. It's not really scary, because it's not realistic at all. But, because to me, horror, the only way it can be, quote, scary is if it's actually realistic. That's why movies like most slashers are just boring and garbage because they're not, you know what I mean? Like, the only, well, I guess it's not really a slasher, but that's why Devil's Rejects is so good, because it's actually, compared to House of a Thousand Corpses, it's based way more in realism. That's why Devil's Rejects is the best out of the Firefly trilogy. But yeah, this game is awful. Like, I figured it was gonna, you know what I mean? I figured it wasn't going to be more than a few minutes of gameplay. But free PS5. Oh, I didn't notice that. We could have been playing on a free PS5 upgrade. Oh, too bad that one isn't going to make the game any better. I didn't notice that. But it's not going to make the game any better. Like, it might run a little smoother, but the game is still going to be boring and clunky. So, unfortunately, but I guess it is what it is. Grand Theft Auto. How is the Grand Theft Auto trilogy still on the PSN store? They took it off of the PC stores, apparently, because it's so bad. But low key, I just thought I might actually get Elden Ring. I don't know. When does this even come out? Because I just noticed Elden Ring is only 60. Did they change? I swear it was 70, and then did they change it, or maybe I'm stupid? I don't know. But it comes out February 25th. I mean, that's not, you know what I mean? Because from what I saw, it's actually an open world Dark Souls game, you know what I mean? Which is, you know what I mean? I might actually get out. I mean, it does depend when, it depends when Shadow Warrior 3 comes out. Because if Shadow Warrior 3 comes out around then, because it's supposed to come out towards the beginning of next year, like early, so, yeah, because Shadow Warrior 3 is like, you know, gonna be crazy, but, yeah. Unfortunately, you know what? Like, why is there like no free-to-play games that have came out since PS5? Like, PS5 has been out an entire year now, and that junk ain't. You know what I mean? And I wish this Binding of Isaac Repentance game wasn't $60 fucking dollars, because it just came out not that long ago. I don't understand, like, because I've always wanted to play one of the Binding of Isaac games. And since this is like the newest one, but I'm not gonna lie, the graphics for this look worse than I thought. I thought it was like not as pixelated for the Binding of Isaac games. I don't know, maybe, never mind, I don't actually want it. I lied. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing. That's why, well, I bought Vanguard because I wanted, you know, a multiplayer game. And I kind of feel like playing Vanguard, to be honest. I kind of feel like RPG trolling in Vanguard right now. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna get off this game and then, I gotta go to the bathroom and then I'll be back on. So shout out Where We Go, anybody else who stopped in. But yeah,